So, what's up, nerds? Drea back at it again with another unscripted video. Obviously, you read the title. This is my December monthly obsessions, favorites, whatever I decide to call it right now. So this is going to be a very quick video. I already have my eyebrows done and my eyes primed, and we're only doing eyes today because, as you can see, my face hates me right now. So I'm trying to give it a break. A long break. So we're gonna jump right into everything. I've been watching a ton of stuff. It's the end of the year, so I usually try and fit in a lot of things that I'm trying to watch. And also right now I'm going to use this palette that I just got in the mail from my parents, which I've never used anything Physicians Formula before, so I'm really excited to try it out. But we're just playing today. I'm not like gonna, unless it turns out really cute, I'm not gonna upload anything to Instagram, and then I'll actually use the palette for real at some point. But today's not that day. We're just having fun. So starting at the top of my list, which is right in front of me because I would forget, we're gonna talk about Attack on Titan, the final season. I've been caught up on Attack on Titan for a while at this point, actually. I actually really enjoyed where the series went in season 3. What I didn't like is how they split up the season. It made me feel like I was actually watching season 4, even though it was season 3 part 2. Can you just number the seasons correctly? Like, I don't know, that doesn't seem like something that would be very hard to do. So far, to be honest, I'm not actually liking season 4, like, at all. And I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously, but if you know, you know. Like, basically, I understand that Attack on Titan is kind of like a show that always subverts your expectations, and that's fantastic, usually. But this time, I'm kind of jumping into the series a little like, as in, like, how did we get here? And can you please tell me now before I stop watching? And that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm completely caught up, but I don't remember. Sorry if the dogs are barking or you hear noise. I'm filming this at the worst possible time because I waited all day because I kind of feel like crap right now. But that doesn't matter. So yeah, Attack on Titan, it was okay. Okay, so we're going to move on from Attack on Titan, and we're going to talk about a series that I kind of didn't want to watch, but my best friend was like, you got to watch this because there's this character you should cosplay. And you know, I love that stuff. So I started Black Clover. And from the very first episode, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I hear that's like in the minority. People usually are like, it's a slow burn, but I'm like, I loved it from the first scene. I loved it from the first scene. And I'm someone who's not really into shonen anymore because I grew up with shonen and I'm kind of sick of it. But I loved it. Unfortunately, I've had to pause on that because I'm watching like 6 other anime and a bunch of stuff is about to come out literally next month. And I'm like, I don't really have time for a 100+ episode anime. So yeah, that's where we're at with that right now. But I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm about probably like 6 or 7 episodes in. I know that's like barely in at all, but I'm having fun with it. It's great. Moving on from that, a series that I thought was going to be super stupid, but turned out to be one of the most wholesome comedies is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I'm still just dipping into this crease color because I love it. And these, like, I swatched this palette as soon as I got it, and I'm kind of obsessed. When I actually get a chance to really create a look with this, it's gonna be fantastic. Anyway, so That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, which I hate the title. I hated the title, is really good. And season 2 is coming out next season. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know for sure if it's next month, but it's next season. So I'm excited to see that because this season is great. I'm almost to the end, which sad. But you know what? It's fine because I started it at the perfect time, right when season 2 is coming out. So if you haven't seen that, it's really good. It's an isekai, and I thought I was done with isekai, but I keep on jumping on the isekai train again and again and again. We're dipping into another color now. Anytime I'm filming one of these videos, I'm in the worst lighting and I can't see anything I'm doing. So that's why generally these looks do not turn out great. I'll get better lighting once I get a new job and get some money. But for now, you'll just have to bear with my really poor makeup skills since I can't see. Anyway, so you should see That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Really good anime. Another one that I didn't think I would like, that another friend basically forced me to watch, is Twin Star Exorcist. And I had never heard of it, but I'm surprised I hadn't heard of it because it's really, really good. And it's another shonen series because everybody's trying to get me to watch shonen right now. I don't understand. I'm like, guys, show me a harem series or a slice of life and I'm good, but nobody wants to watch those with me except for Tater. But whatever, it's fine. But Twin Star Exorcist, actually really good. I'd say that overall it's not especially for me, but I really like the art direction. It's kind of like we my friend and I, Stuart, we were talking about this the other day when he was showing me the anime, but it's basically like, what if No Game, No Life, their art style was easy on the eyes? So it's really good. The action's really good. The characters I'm kind of getting into. I started it in the sub version because I'm always watching stuff recommended by sub purists. I'm not a purist by any means on either side. I'll watch whatever. I switch back and forth between the sub and the dub, and they're actually both kind of okay. The sub is way better vocally, but sometimes when I'm watching shonen, it's hard for me to pay attention to the subtitles and the action scenes. So I prefer dubbed when I'm watching shonen stuff. And the dub is really good. It's not bad. I've only watched a couple episodes in it, but I wouldn't say don't watch it. So we're gonna take a break from anime, and we're gonna talk about the movies that I've been watching, which has been a ton. This time of the year, I'm always watching a ton of movies, which I would be watching them in theaters, but you know, them Rona times. But I just saw Jingle Jangle on Netflix. My best friend has been trying to get me to watch that for like a month, and I finally watched it, I think day after Christmas, actually. And guys, it was so good. And I'm usually kind of suspicious when it comes to how Black people are portrayed in media. And this was not a movie that I needed to be suspicious of because it was fantastic. There's nothing about it that I could say was bad or even not good. Or even just good. Everything was fantastic. The music, oh my gosh, the music, the performances. Man, I don't know if it's actually this little girl singing, like the main character, but she's got a beautiful voice. She is going to do great things with her voice one day. I'm ready to see what she does. She was fantastic. Anyway, moving on from that, my phone turned off. I just got a new phone, so I don't have the settings where I like it, and I gotta fix them now. So moving on to another movie. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Moving on to another movie. This one that I was expecting to hate. Like, I went into it expecting it to be a train wreck, and I was going to be like, yeah, I told you guys so. That's why I didn't want to watch it. But Soul, as in the Disney Pixar movie that just came out on Christmas, I watched it, and it was great. It was really great. It was a really great movie. Like, I'm getting notifications everywhere. I'm supposed to Skype with my brothers, not Skype. I'm supposed to video chat with my brothers and my sister like very soon. So I'm also trying to get this video done before that. I'm good. I'm alive. Anyway, so Soul, really, really good. Incredibly good. I'm not doing makeup. Like, I went into it expecting that it would be just more... Okay, I didn't like Princess and the Frog. I did not like it. I liked a lot of the songs. I like some of the characters, but the movie as a whole, I did not like, because I saw it as Disney attempting to skirt around the fact that Black people exist, while still attracting that demographic, if that makes any sense. It's like they wanted to make it seem like racism doesn't exist in a time where racism definitely existed, and it was not hidden. This was the norm. And I saw that as a very hard movie to get through, because I'm like, I know what you're doing, Disney. I know exactly what you're doing, and I do not like it. And also, even despite that, I thought the movie was just very weak overall. As somebody who loves the Disney princess movies, I just thought that one was so weak. But Soul was not like that at all. The portrayals of Black people in this movie, fantastic. My best friend and I were talking about this on Skype the other day, yesterday actually. We were talking about how the portrayal of jazz musicians is spot on. I mean, sorry jazz musicians, but they got you guys down. Despite that, this movie is very good. This movie is very, very good. The music's great, both the score and the music that they play. Voice acting, all fantastic. Moving on from Soul, Dr. Sleep. Guys, Dr. Sleep was fantastic. Oh man, so I have not read the book. I've not read The Shining. I've not read The Shining, and I've not read Dr. Sleep. That came out in, 2013? Fairly recent, but I did like the Kubrick movie, and I liked parts of the Stephen King miniseries of The Shining. And this movie is kind of a combination of both, oddly enough. It takes elements from the book, which the miniseries is closer to, but also it is a sequel to Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. And the interesting about it, the lady that they got to reprise Shelley Duvall's part, she's basically like a hot Shelley Duvall. It's weird. Like, from the side, you're like, wait, is that Shelley Duvall? And then she'll turn around and you're like, no, that's not Shelley Duvall, but she could be. Like, it's weird. And they got a guy that basically looked exactly like Jack Nicholson, which, wow. And Ewan McGregor in this, fantastic. And the little girl, oh gosh, everybody was great in this. It is a great movie. The villain, wow. It does kind of not fall apart. It gets weak near the end, but like I said, it never falls apart. It's such a good movie. Andrea, put some makeup on. Jeez Louise. Okay, so another movie. On Christmas night, my friend took me over to his apartment and we watched Wonder Woman 1984. And we were already crazy when we started the movie, so we were peanut gallerying the entire movie, to the point where we were missing major plot points that we had to basically figure out on our own. So I probably need to watch the movie again. Am I going to? Probably not, because I really only saw the first one maybe 1.5 times because I was not that impressed with it. And here's my reasoning for that. When the first Wonder Woman came out, everybody was saying, "Oh man, this is the movie that all the women have always wanted. Oh man, it's so amazing." And it was good. but I didn't see it as any better than any superhero movie that had come out at the time. Yeah. And it was fine. Like, I don't think it's a bad movie by any stretch. I think it falls apart at the end. But it's okay. It's okay. But this movie I went into after my brother had told me when he watched it that he didn't like it. And I'm like, "Oh, okay," cuz all right. I mean, our opinions usually line up on things like this. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to hate it. And I already, from the trailers, I knew there were going to be elements in it that I wasn't going to like. But the way those things were handled were better than I thought. And the 80s, it did feel very much like an 80s movie, which is okay. Well, yeah. It was weird because from the very beginning, it was basically like, this isn't the actual 80s. This is an 80s movie written by an 80s movie. It was that kind of thing. And that's fine. And that's fine. Yeah, no, honestly, it was fine. It was a fine movie. I enjoyed it. I actually probably enjoyed it more than the first one. I can't really explain why I enjoyed it more. Maybe because I was watching, like, I saw the first one by myself at a morning screening of the movie, and I saw the second one with my best friend. Well, we were, like, acting crazy because it was late at night, but I don't know. I enjoyed the second one a lot more. I'd say, thinking critically, I'd say that the first one is better as a movie, but the second one was better as an experience, if that makes sense. But anyway, moving on, we're going to talk about something that I forgot to grab that my brother sent me for Christmas. This is one of my absolute favorite manga. It's volume 2. I Am Here. And I literally put like 5 things on my Christmas list, and like 4 of them were books. But it's basically about this girl who can't really open up outside of her life, but she can online. And so she meets these 2 boys separately online. And it's a very interesting story, and it really spoke to me when I read it a few years ago, and I'm excited to reread it because I haven't reread it in a very long time, because I've had them on my wish list for a while because I was going to buy them, but my brother was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I'm like, "Give me books." Not that I don't have enough books, but it's very, very, very good. It's very good, and I highly recommend it. I'm thinking about doing a video talking about my favorite manga at some point, but we'll see about that. Let's see. I think I'm done with eyeshadow. Let's put some eyeliner on, and just a touch of eyeliner. Oh, wow. That is terrible. That's a terrible line. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. I can't draw a straight line to save my life. Anyway. Okay, well, that's fine. That's okay. Doesn't look that bad. Anyway, I'm also going to use the lipstick in here. Also the highlighter, maybe. Let's do the highlight first. This is a cute little palette. Like, I really like this. I don't know who this person on here is. Like, I don't know who this is, but I hope you're not controversial, because it would suck to hide that I use this palette, because I'm not going to get rid of it. Anyway, so I ran out of space for like a solid minute on my phone, but we'll keep going. So let's talk about the Fresh Prince reunion. So my mom has HBO Max, so she let me use it. I am still going to use this lipstick in here. I need to go quickly because I only have like 10 minutes left. But the Fresh Prince reunion was even better than I thought it would be, and that's hard. And obviously, I was crying from the very beginning. I gotta say, my lips were not ready for lipstick. That's unfortunate. This smells terrible, though. This lipstick smells awful. So I guess we're done with makeup right now. Anyway, yeah, I was crying from the very beginning. My best friend was laughing at me because I was at his place. But it was very, very good. Very powerful. Incredibly good. Fresh Prince was a big part of my life growing up. A big part of my family's life. Half of my jokes are references to either Family Guy, American Dad, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I'm glad that happened. It was great. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go see it. Another thing that I got caught up on is Steven Universe Future. I kind of stopped watching it around the time they had the break in the season. And not gonna lie, I don't know what everybody was talking about. Everybody was like, oh, they fumbled at the end. And I'm like, not really. Yeah, it was a little bit rushed, but I actually thought it was pretty good. And I like where it ended. I thought it was a very good, very powerful ending, and I really did enjoy it. Was it as good as the seasons before? No. But did it need to be? Also, no. There are just some things that you can't top, and that's okay. And I thought for what they did, it was very good. And so the last thing I'll mention is How to Train Your Dragon 3. I completely missed seeing this movie in theaters. I really wanted to see it because I never saw any of them in theaters. So, sad. But this is a movie series that I can say for sure they are 3 for 3. All of the movies are good. They're not amazing. I will say that. They're not like amazing movies. Like I'm saying, like they're not flawed or anything. They do have flaws, but they're still very, very good movies. And I'm glad that I'm glad that I finally saw the third one. Though funny thing, I realized that I could not at all remember what happened in the second movie. Like at all. And so I had to look some stuff up to make sure I knew what I wasn't counting something as a plot hole in my head. But very, very good film franchise. If you haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon, any of them, I think the second one is probably, the second one's probably my favorite one. Great movies, especially for kids. Fantastic. So we will end it there. Those are my monthly obsessions for the month of December. This is the last video, and I am filming it the day before it is supposed to go up. Yep, it is December 30th right now at almost 6 p.m. I need to stop doing this to myself. That's one of my goals for next year, to stop putting off videos until the last minute. Will I achieve that? Probably not. So anyway, drop a like if you want. Tell me what you are obsessed with right now. I kind of want to find more things. I feel like I can be obsessed with more. There can always be more. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload more stream of consciousness videos. All right, you guys, have a happy new year, and I'll catch you guys later. See you next year. Bye. And I'm just gonna leave this makeup on for my call with my brothers and my sister. Why don't I just say siblings? I can just say siblings. Sorry, my hair's a little weird. I honestly, today was not the day. I'm struggling to get things done today. Today was not the day. Anyway, bye guys.